Guys, did you know how Dabur got its name? Well, the founder, Dr. S.K. Burman, was a physician and used to sell Ayurvedic medicines formulated by him under his own name. Now, Dr. Burman's family had moved from Punjab to Kolkata, and in Kolkata, or Calcutta back then, a doctor was called Doctor. So, when Dr. Burman went around the city in his bicycle going out and giving his Ayurvedic medicines, he became the local hero and the people affectionately started calling him and his products Dabur, where Da stands for doctor and Bur is short for Burman of Dr. S.K. Burman. Hello everyone, my name is Siddharth and today we are going to talk about one of Dr. S.K. Burman's products that was initially formulated in the late 1800s but has a daily consumption by 2.4 crore people in India even today. This product was officially launched by Dabur 44 years ago, but it forms a total market share of more than 50% in the digestive tablets category even today. This is a product liked not only by the kids but adults as well even today. The product I am talking about is Hajmola, and today we are going to do an in-depth analysis of the advertising strategies that made Hajmola a market leader and a key player in the formation of the behemoth Dabur brand. The questions covered in this advertising case study are: what is Hajmola? What are the advertising strategies used by Hajmola in the last 4 decades? And finally, what lessons can we learn as entrepreneurs or students of advertising about brand management from Dabur Hajmola? First things first, what is Hajmola? Well, to know more about Hajmola, we'll try to understand how it came into existence. Now, as I previously mentioned, Dabur was started in 1884 by Dr. S.K. Burman, a physician based out of Bengal. He provided effective and Ayurvedic homemade cures to common as well as deadly diseases. Now, one of Dr. S.K. Burman's products that did not need any prescription was an Ayurvedic formulation called Shuddh Bardak Churan, which he used to sell as a digestive powder. Later, a revised version of this digestive powder was launched in a tablet format under the name of Hajmola in 1978. Now, digestive tablets are not the most appealing category, so it is quite a pertinent question. How did a product like Hajmola of such a niche category of digestive tablets become so popular in India? So let's talk about the advertising strategies used by Hajmola over a span of 40 years. In the year 1936, the next generation of the Burman family after Dr. S.K. Burman established Dabur India Private Limited and subsequently developed products like Dabur Amla Hair Oil in 1940 and Dabur Chyawanprash in 1949. Hence, by the time Dabur launched Hajmola in 1978 as the tablet version of the digestive powder Shuddh Bardak Churan, Dabur already had a sufficient experience in the distribution network in the Indian market. Therefore, without wasting any further time, they decided on putting extra effort into marketing of Hajmola. The first ever huge ad of Hajmola featured the cricket superstar Kapil Dev, who said the historically famous tagline for Hajmola, "ये बात कुछ हजम नहीं हुई." It was this tagline that translated everything that Hajmola had to offer in a simple yet quirky one-liner. This one-liner copy was so well thought that it stood the test of time and remains relevant even today. Now, around the time the Kapil Dev ad aired on TV, the Indian men's cricket team was in a pretty good shape and had just won a World Cup with Kapil Dev at the helm of it. Therefore, this ad with Kapil Dev gave Hajmola a formidable brand value and a spectacular reach. Moving forward, Hajmola realized that although this ad gave them a distinct recognition in the market, they had to put in more efforts in order to increase their market segment. This is when Dabur realized one very important offering of the Hajmola tablets. The tangy and the savory flavor, or the chatkara, made Hajmola a delight amongst kids. To cater to this target audience and increase the brand visibility, the team behind Hajmola gave a clear brief to their then ad agency Ulka. V.C. Burman, the former chairman of Dabur and the great-grandson of Dr. S.K. Burman, said the brief given was simple: to popularize the branded digestive tablets and help change it from a commodity to a brand. Now, their market research found an interesting insight that a lot of churanwalas sold similar digestive churans or powders, especially around schools, and these powders are famous for their tangy flavor. Now, based on this data, the great adman of India, Mr. Bal Mudkur from Ulka, came up with the unique idea that captured the naughtiness of the students, personifying the tangy flavor of Hajmola. It is still remembered till date as the Hajmola Sir campaign. Now, this ad hit all the right notes. Instant hit amongst the target audience, that is kids, instant brand recall value, and of course resulted in a sharp jump in the sales of Hajmola tablets. Now, interestingly, during 1989, there weren't multiple channels like Sony and Star Entertainment showing our favorite shows, and Doordarshan was the only broadcaster. Therefore, the Hajmola Sir campaign was one of the first few ads that released on Doordarshan. So, it is safe to say that Dabur pioneered and paved the way for humor as a genre in TV commercials after the Kapil Dev and Hajmola Sir ads. Now, with a solid product and a good reach, Hajmola Sir campaign made Hajmola rise as a brand in terms of popularity. The clear direction of associating Hajmola with a little quirk, just like its taste, continued when they introduced Hajmola's Imli flavor in 1990. Just like the relatable topic of a student and a master, this ad captured Indian wedding with a twist. While the 1990s and 2000s were heavily utilized by brands to make extravagant TV commercials, Hajmola remained a people's brand by making products that cater to the needs of their target audience and TV commercials that cater to the emotions of the consumers. Now, coming to the year 2000, Hajmola decided to revamp its brand strategy. One of the insights in the regular market research included in the year 2000 suggested that the target audience of Hajmola, that included kids above age 10 and the youth of India, made more than half the population of the country. Now, to reach out to this audience, Hajmola had to do something that was common across this entire age segment. Now, in the same year, Big B Amitabh Bachchan made a grand entry on our TV screens with Kaun Banega Crorepati, the Hindi adaptation of the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The show became an instant hit and Big B became a big part of everyone's lives. Even I personally remember having my dinner while watching KBC while I grew up. Now, Hajmola was quick on its feet and brought Big B on board for a fun commercial and a never seen before avatar during that time. Hiring Big B turned out to be one of the best decisions for Hajmola, as the market share of Hajmola was at its peak with a staggering 75% of the digestive market. The 2000s is hence one of the most successful decades for Hajmola tablets and candies. In 2012, the brand roped in Ajay Devgan.
Bolo Zuban Kesari.
Wrong ad, sorry. Yeah, that's right. And since made multiple ads highlighting different offerings of the Hajmola tablets. Friends, it is interesting to note that although they utilized Kapil Dev, Amitabh Bachchan and Ajay Devgan's appearance to improve their brand value at respective timelines, Hajmola did not shy away from making consumer-centric ads that are either based around everyday situations or shows a larger-than-life situation with a twist, or take a sly dig at their competitor without the necessary urge of a celebrity endorsement.
हम हाजमोला मिंट मस्ती क्यों खाते हैं? बताइए तो सही क्यों खाते हैं?
भैया हम क्लोरमेंट क्यों खाते हैं?
अब दोबारा मत पूछना।
Now, remember I told you that the one-liner "ये बात कुछ हजम नहीं हुई" stood the test of time and remains relevant even today? Well, it has become one of the go-to hashtags of Hajmola on social media platforms for moment marketing posts around trending topics. Say, just like Amol or an R.K. Lakshman cartoon. Oh, by the way, how many of you know R.K. Lakshman? Let me know in the comments below. So friends, this is how the Hajmola brand leveraged the power of creative advertising, pioneering humor in advertising, and changing advertising strategies to suit the changing taste of customers that resulted in more than 50% market share in the present day. Now, we've learned quite a lot of lessons from these anecdotes, but let's summarize what lessons can we learn as entrepreneurs or students of advertising about brand management from Dabur Hajmola. First and foremost, don't hesitate to be a pioneer. In today's receptive culture of startups, the founders often get stuck in following an advertising strategy that has already been used by competitors in the same domain. While market research gives you the data on consumer behavior, There is no restriction in appealing to the consumer psychology as creatively as possible. Second, don't hesitate to break your own routine. The worst thing that you can do to your brand is make it monotonous. Always keep reinventing possibilities and reaching out to newer target markets. When Hajmola strategically moved from a digestive tablet branding to a tangy tablet positioning, it jumped the total available market by more than 100%. Let that sink in. Thank you so much. If you really like the Hajmola advertising case study and the anecdotes, then please press the like button so I know that you've liked the video. Also, if you want to stay updated with more such interesting videos, please subscribe to our channel and tell me what other case studies do you want to know about in the comments below. Thank you.